Baker Creek, how lovely are your packages. Wait, it's not Christmas time anymore. But I'm so excited. Got 2 packages in the mail. And I may or may not have gone online last night and ordered some more. Okay, they're small packages. I'll make my excuses. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what I got here. Today is January 25th, and I'm super excited to see what we have in store today with Baker Creek. Let's get into these 2 packages here. I can't remember what I got. It's kind of like my thing, isn't it? Just forgetting whatever I purchased. I know what might be in the next package. So click like and subscribe and comment and all that good stuff so you see the next one. The next one's going to be something pink and pretty. But let's go ahead and tear into this and see what I got in these 2 packages. This order was $12.07, and I got a couple beautiful things here and something ginormous and probably delicious. So let's take a look at the Marigold first. It says Dune Yellow Marigold. Yellow blooms blaze on unique dwarf plants averaging a foot tall and offering a wonderful alternative to larger African marigold varieties. Bred in the UK to withstand wet conditions, which is great for Washington, these grow equally well in heat. I love that. Lovely edible ornamental for the garden or containers. So, I need to look into what about a marigold are exactly edible. I believe the flowers. Sow indoors 3 to 4 weeks before last frost for transplants or direct seed after last spring frost. So I probably will direct sow just to save a step there. Thrives in full sun, summer heat. Remove spent flowers to prolong blooming period. And if you don't remove the spent flowers, marigold do go to seed very fast. So removing the flowers with the seeds, then you get the wonderful seeds to grow for the next year. So we have here, that's beautiful. It looks like they made some kind of tea or something. I'm going to have to look into that. That looks really yummy. So these are beautiful. I didn't realize this before because most of the varieties I've grown of marigolds, they must be all dwarf varieties because I've seen some pictures of really large marigold plants. They're just huge. So this is really nice, and it's a named variety. It's a dwarf variety, and very, very pretty. I like that it can deal with wet conditions as well as hot conditions, which is kind of the Pacific Northwest in a nutshell. Very, very nice. The dianthus here, black adder, I got for the flowers. They're just so pretty, but also the foliage is really interesting. Very, very pretty. It says it's a short-lived perennial, so possibly get a couple years out of it if it survives over the winter. A stunning transformation takes place as a tangle of green pom-poms turns to deep, dramatic purple-black. Early to bloom and versatile. Start seeds indoors and transplant out for blooms in the first season. Wow, that's nice. So with perennials, short-term perennials, a lot of times you don't get flowers the first year. So that's nice, especially if it ends up being an annual in your climate. So that's really nice. It'll bloom the first year. 15 to 20 inches tall. Can sow seeds outside from spring to fall for bloom the next year. Great. Sprouts in a week or 2. Ideal temp is 65 to 75. It is frost hardy. Lovely. Okay, that's great. I do not regret getting this, and I do remember ordering it. I do now. I don't remember ordering the marigolds, but I do remember ordering the dianthus. And I ordered the cabbage because look at that. It's huge. It's bigger than the child almost. Okay, and then it says, a unique Japanese variety since the 1800s. It averages 17 to 37 pounds and up to 44. in optimal growing conditions. It has natural sweetness and stays tender into its immense size. Be sure to give it lots of space, time, and care if you want to grow to be so big. It prefers cold weather, even moisture, sow seeds, or set transplant into rich soil, and time plantings for spring or fall harvest. Lovely. So we'll see. It probably won't be that giant, but it looks like fun. Looks fun. And then the free seeds they sent me are the carbon tomato. And it says it's a winner of the 2005 Heirloom Garden Show Best Tasting Tomato Award. Smooth, large, beautiful fruit. They have more of the complex flavor that makes purples famous. Without the GMO, I'm assuming. Because that definitely makes purples famous sometimes. But these are supposed to be heirloom. So good. I love heirloom tomatoes, and flavor is important. Sometimes you get those really beautiful tomatoes and you're like, do they taste as good as they look? This is going to be a good flavor. I do have a ton of Thorburns terracotta to grow this year, so I might not get around to growing this one. I might save this for next year. Let me open up the second package. Order was $17 and a penny. And the first package I ordered was this Alabama Red Okra, which I'm growing for food, but also for the beautiful hibiscus looking flowers that are just so gorgeous, which is the case for all of the okra. 55 days, a delicious heirloom from Alabama. This variety has fat red pods that are great fried. Fried okra are so good. So soak seeds for 24 hours. Direct seed after last spring frost and pick them while they're tender. Loves heat and humid or dry conditions. So despite it being a rainy, colder climate here, our summers are pretty toasty. So this should go really well. And then we've got the Melon Rich Sweetness 132. Incredibly beautiful fruit from the former Soviet Union. Super sweet, pure white flesh. Perfect single serving or for children's gardens. Fruit weighs only about 1/4 of a pound. Incredibly productive vines. They prefer slightly sandy, very rich, well-drained soil. Be careful not to overwater, especially when it's reaching maturity. Yeah, because then your fruit will split. So that looks good. If you watched one of my previous videos, you would have seen I already have this in my collection. But since I'm planning on planting those this year, I wanted to have a backup. This is a Tomatillo, Chapon de Malinalco. 60 days. It's a citrusy yellow color, pointed shape, and remarkable sweet tart flavor that makes this Tomatillo stand out in the pack. The fruit grows up to 4 inches long, and the flavor is more like a sweet paste tomato mixed with husk cherry. The instructions are basically what they are for tomatoes. Okay, so I watched a video, probably 10 years ago or so. Somebody said that these were their absolute favorite Tomatillo. And so, yeah, let's give it a chance. I haven't planted my old seeds, so I'm going to go ahead and plant them this year. These will be mine for saving for next year. I just want to make sure I have them because I just heard great things. This is Papa de Rolla. I'm probably saying that wrong. But you see how it's like half white on one side and then half pinto bean looking on the other? That's super cute. So it says 90 days to maturity, also known as dove's breast. This ornate, meaty, dry bean hails from Portugal. Plants have a semi-pole habit, reaching just 3.5 to 4 feet tall, and are best grown with support. Produces an average of 3 to 6 beans per pod. It's going to be a vigorous, long vine that needs support. Soak seeds overnight and direct seed after last frost. Harvest frequently to keep the plants productive. Okay, so the reason why I got them is because they're so unique. The appearance of them is so unique, and I just love to store dry beans in jars. I think it's so decorative and beautiful. I also love to store dry corn, especially like Indian corn and glass gem. But all the varieties are beautiful. And I just think it's beautiful. It's like a wonderful way to store your food. very rustic. You know what I mean? And the free seeds are kind of funny because you guys, if you watch my channel, you've seen how I bought every kind of lettuce they had. And I also bought some from other companies, like in bulk. Like I've got pounds of lettuce seeds. But, you know, these aren't going to go to waste. Somebody will plant them. Either me or somebody I know. When my channel gets monetized at some point in my life, like a decade from now, I'm thinking about doing some like seed giveaways. I think that'd be kind of fun. If you like that idea, comment below if you think that would be kind of fun. I'm like, is that crossing the line? Is that bribery? I don't know. I just think it would be fun, and it would make sure that my seeds don't go to waste. So definitely going to be planting all of on the order I did last night. Okay, so here's the story. I woke up in the middle of the night. I might have had to put on some ASMR to go back to sleep because I just had my like wandering mind just replaying the events of the day and stressed out over a parent email that I received. And I was like, I need a distraction. So I put on an ASMR video to like chill out. And while I was sleeping, a Baker Creek ad came on in the middle and woke me up. And yes, it was wonderful, and it was pink, and there was something I had to get. So I decided to go ahead and put in an order for, I think I did 3 packages, and I got a freebie. That will probably be in the mail a couple of days. But if you want to pop a comment below, pop a comment down below. All the items I ordered are pink. What is your favorite pink seed plant variety from Baker Creek? I'd like to know what you're interested in. But when I saw this, I was like, wait, first of all, they looked huge and they were pink. And I thought, wow, I have to have some of those. So I'm looking forward to that order. Hopefully you had a little bit of fun seeing what I got on these 2 packages and have some ideas of what I might be getting next. If you pop a comment below, you might guess what I got if it happens to be your favorite too. Anyway, God bless, be good, be sweet, grow a garden if you want to eat, and I'll see you next time.